Hello everyone and welcome back to MixBuzz TV mixing and mastering tutorials on YouTube. Finally, with this video we start the long-awaited mixing metal series. I feel like I have to apologize for the waiting, but we had to wait for the material to be released first, something we didn't think about when we announced the series, but here we are now. So this is going to be the introduction video to explain what the series is going to be about, what to expect from it, and what not to expect from it. This series is going to be about the mixing of one song in particular called From Hell With Love by the band Panic Zero. So the first thing that I advise you to do is to go listen to the final product. Link is the info box down below. You will find the SoundCloud link to the song. Listen to the whole thing. There are some cool tricks up to the end of the track. As I was saying, this series is going to be mostly about the mix of this one song, but we will take a look at some interesting things mixing-wise that I did on some of the other songs of the EP. Let me say a couple of things about this project. This was a 5-songs EP recorded at my studio in only 6 days. We recorded drums the first day, bass and guitars the 2 next days, and then all the vocals, lead and background the remaining days. The reason because I choose this particular project for the series is because it's quite different from the metal production I've done in the past. These are great guys, but they are not professional musicians, and they had limited budget, so this is the main reason I chose this project for the series. Most of you will be able to relate with it better. Also, let me point out other differences with other metal mixing tutorials. For this EP, we decided not to do timing edits, pretty much at all. So one thing you will not see here is what I called quantized metal, where everything is mechanically perfectly on grid, no matter how shitty it was played. What you're gonna hear here might not be technically perfect, but in my opinion, this is what makes it very ballsy. These are the real performances played by the guys with almost all their imperfections, but also with all their hearts. And don't get me wrong, I love quantized, perfectly on-grid production when they fit. I've done plenty of that, and I love them. But from the start, we all felt this wasn't the appropriate style for this project. It sounded different from the beginning when the band came in my studio 4 weeks prior to the beginning of the recordings and played the song live to me. We adjusted some of the arrangements and decided, okay, we want this EP to sound exactly like this, raw. We decided we wanted it to sound like the listener was in the room with the guys. We wanted what we ended up calling controlled chaos. We all agreed on that and we went for it. And this obviously influenced the recording techniques from the start. And so we will take a look at the recording Pro Tools project and then at the mixing Pro Tools project, because they were separated. In the upcoming videos of the series, we will take a look at the drum first, then bass, guitars, vocals, then master bus, and finally mastering from this song and the other ones. And we'll take a look at what did I do to match them at the mastering stage, to even out the little differences that there were between the songs. Plus, there are going to be some addendum videos to take a look at some other cool things that I did on some other songs of the EP, like a female vocalist stacking choirs for a really cool sounding special and stuff like that. And just to give you a little appetizer, here's the mixing window of the song. And let's take a look at what tracks we have. The magenta ones are some explosion effects that I added at the end of the mix. Then we have the green tracks that are the drum. Snare sum is yellow, snare verb is baby blue. 2 bass tracks, 4 tracks for the electric guitars, but we will see these are a sum because I had 7 microphones on each amp when I recorded, and we will see that on the recording Pro Tools project later on. Then we have the red tracks, which are the lead vocals for verse and choruses. Then the yellow tracks, which are the background vocals. Then this greenish track, which I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. It's going to be a surprise later on in the series. All the black tracks are my output buses, my stems. So drums out, bass out, lead vocals, guitars, background vocals, delays, music, parallel compression, and effects. Finally, we have the effects return, these bluish tracks here, and my master fader with my master bus, and the mix print track, which is hidden right now. So this is the layout for the mix. Like I said, there are a lot more tracks on the recording project, and we will take a look at how I summed them and imported in the mix project what I needed. Anyway, this is it for this intro video. Go listen to the final product and stay tuned for the next videos. In the meantime, please support MixBuzz TV by clicking the like button, share the videos on your social media and forums, subscribe to the channel, join our Facebook page if you haven't already, and see you next time.